I have a knack for timing. Hello everybody, this is Kyle again. Welcome back to our Mass Effect 3 stream for the first time in 2K25 on the hardest difficulty. I am guided here by my good personal friend and Sherpa, Eric. How's it going tonight, buddy?
Going good. It's going good. Yeah, just I think we just finished the Omega DLC, so I gotta see where we're going next.
This is true. You got to experience that for the very first time.
Yeah, I think it was solid.
It's a cool DLC for sure. It's got some spice. I do wonder if there were ways I could have done it better. I mean, but I've been thinking that about every decision I've made in the game, so I gotta be kinder to myself. I don't think I've done bad per se. Ooh, Chockless wants to talk. So I guess our first step of the day will be to chat it up with Chockless. Oh, Thane. I forgot they added his name here, my boy. You know the real shame of all this? That my fish aren't up there, because I think more of my fish have died than any other thing. Potentially even enemies I've shot in the face. Chockless! What's up, dog?
You always pull through, Commander. We've received the supplies from Tactus.
Everything good?
Indeed. We've acquired some very useful equipment. As such, I've been able to enhance the effectiveness of our Medigel delivery systems. I've also collated information that Liara may find of interest. Check with Glyph.
Ooh. Medigel upgrade! That's good. I use a lot of that. I need a lot of that. I eat rockets for breakfast, man.
I find using my biotics to toss someone across the room is a decent attention grabber.
Yes, but it's also a good way to draw enemy fire.
Well, you can handle yourself in a fight now, Liara. I mean, not that your biotics weren't impressive the first time we met.
I have had my fair share of opportunities to use them these past few years.
Well, I'm glad you got through in one piece. Sounds like you have a few stories to tell.
Alrighty then. We're all buds on this ship. Okay, med surgery. This minor surgery will erase all scarring from your cybernetic implants. If you forego any cosmetic improvements, you will instead get a small boost to your overall health. I think we'll take the health. Do I have to make that choice? Or is it like... fuck! Oh, wait.
Yep.
Okay, good. We're good.
So that's if you went like the Renegade path and didn't like him being all scarred, you could do that.
Gotcha.
But your scar is all healed because you were a good boy.
This is true. Good boy, puppy dog Shep. And I like how, I mean, we all know Tolly's in the game. Come on, we're gonna go help the Quarian soon. But there we go. That's funny that the first time we're seeing her is for a med bay thing. So we're definitely taking the 5% health, which I probably would have chosen even if I was evil boy, because I get shot a lot, as longtime viewers of the channel are well aware. So, let's go ahead and see what this electronic signature is all about. Matriarch Galay was an Asari of some importance with connections to High Command and the Council itself. Her electronic signature has been used once before security protocols realize it has been activated by someone else. Galay's contracts can open elite training facilities for reconditioning soldiers, or, on behalf of the Asari Embassy, grant someone a discount at all Citadel stores. Ooh. I mean, we have bought, like, most of the things I kind of wanted on the Citadel, I think. Save for maybe more fish to replace the Fallen. But also, power damage. So we're doing that. Boom. Health, shields, power damage. Feeling happy about that. Glyph has nothing to say to me. There's nothing else going on with that. Broker terminal. What's up, Liara? How you doing?
Hello, Shepard.
Okay, she's busy.
A new notification is available on the private messages terminal.
Thanks, Glyph. Much appreciated. Okay, did we need to talk to anyone? I mean, that was a DLC, so we're probably...
You're probably good, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've checked in on engineering, so maybe there was some previous banter we missed from the engineers, but that might be about it. So let's go take a peek.
Gabi, have
you ever seen recordings of Liara's mother, Matriarch Benesia?
Yes? What about her?
And remember Samara, the Asari Justica?
Where are you going with this, Kenneth?
Have you noticed that older Asari women seem to be a bit more ample? Do you think they just keep growing?
Kenneth!
I think I'll spend my sunset days in an Asari retirement home.
If I don't kill you first.
Hashtag worth. Daniels, you're gonna need to put a leash on that boy. I mean, damn. Ooh, actually, we do need to check in on our reporter.
Are you doing a story on the Asari who were turned into Reaper creatures?
The Ardat Yakshi? No.
I think that story would be perfect for you. The hidden dark side of the most beautiful race in the galaxy.
We have a huge Asari audience. If I do that story, I could lose them.
That seems a bit like pandering.
Ever seen how fast an e-democracy can abandon its allies?
No.
If I do my job, you won't.
Damn, Allers, keeping it real.
As Alenko had media training, he just gave me this steady stare during our interview.
Huh. Alright. Okay, but now that we're in the elevator away from prying ears, seriously, what about those older Asari, though? Just saying. Dan the Man, welcome! How are you doing tonight, big guy?
Danny boy, good to see you again, man.
I think the only other thing we might have missed, aside from Donnelly talking about Asari boobs, is to see if Joker's got another quip for us. Yep.
Cerberus is gonna have a hard time recruiting now.
Yeah. Damn right they are, Joker. Tell it like it is. Ah, it's good to see you again, Dan, and it is good to be back. I wanted to say on the air, but that's not quite right.
Wi-Fi is the air.
It's true. It's true.
Commander?
Nope, personal terminal. Do I have anything new? Nope. Looks like we're good there. Ah, the fish! I gotta check on the fish.
Yep, that's what we were forgetting.
Feed him. All right. The fish get to live another day. And of course, this will give me strength. Whee! Very important.
Alright, so like, there's like no way that they like actually got like a hamster sound. So is that just an employee just leaning to the mic and doing a squeak?
That is 100% an employee leaning into the mic and doing a squee, maybe pitched up a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Visit
All right,
Anderson's
so
apartment. Meet Dr. Bryce.
yeah.
What's going on there?
Neither of those yet.
Okay, then let's take a look around. We've got find.
You're going to do priority Perseus Vale.
Priority
So
Perseus Vale.
that's going to be far rim right there. Speak with Aquarians, I believe.
All right, we're going to the Quarians, boys. Let's do it.
Indeed, they do.
Little sippy sip for screen. And don't you worry, Dan the Man, or anyone else out there watching. The beer's for me. I got this mug with vodka for rockets. Because much like your lying uncle, who drives better when he's drunk, I shoot better when I'm drunk. Okay. Nothing to scan for. So, are we going to the envoy ship? All
That's
right.
it.
Very well. Let the games begin. The diplomatic frigate is like no Quarian ship on record. Its hull is relatively low temperature and it appears to be venting heat in a manner similar to that of the Normandy when it comes out of stealth mode. How they developed this high-tech vessel is unknown, but its hailing frequencies are opening, and welcome messages are being sent tight beam to the Normandy. There we go. Not just sent. Oh no, is drunk Kyle again?
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again, though I wish it were under better circumstances.
I'd hoped for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
17 days ago, with precision strikes on 4 Geth systems, the Quarians initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation is nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
Guys, is now really the time for this?
So now, wait, hold on. So remember when you could have saved a bunch of Geth by reprogramming the traitors? The war that the Quarians started would have been far more costly for them if you had let them keep those traitors as in their flight to reprogram them. They would have taken a lot more casualties and a lot of people would have died. But yes, the Geth are the aggressors, and no, their timing is awful. Yes, they are literally starting another war as Reapers are invading. Yes, that is actually what the Geth, what the Quarians are doing.
That's such a terrible idea. I kind of want to just jump in on that and start chastising him, but I know I'll miss out on lore. Ah, Gortz, hello, my boy. You're here for the rat and man thing lore dump? Sorry, wrong universe, pal. No rat things here. Yes.
But you did miss the engineers talking about Asari Booth. We all know how you felt about your bay, Gort.
Yeah, especially the more mature Asari. I think Gort's the type who say, the older the vine, the riper the fruit. You know what I'm saying, boys? Anyway.
Your homeworld.
Let's do this.
You mean Rannoch?
Correct, Commander. 300 years ago, we lost our world to our own AI creations, the Geth.
After we attempted to kill them.
We didn't try to kill them, Chorus. We tried to deactivate them. It wasn't murder.
No, it was murder.
Commander, the Quarians never intended to create a true AI. It was an accident.
Which you chose to correct by trying to kill them.
Don't bother. Admitting we were wrong would undercut the justification for this suicidal invasion plan.
I am finding Chorus to be in the right here because this is a... Look, I mean, we can argue about the morality of what they tried to do to the Geth 300 years ago all day, but the simple fact is, here and now, this is a terrible time for this. Guys. Ay. Alright. Why Kyle has to be drunk every time he has to take a decision if a race is going to be extinct or not. You think politicians are in there, you think the politicians out there are not having a little drinky drink before they're deciding the fate of millions? No, you're right, Dan. They're doing fat rips of blow. Very different. Invading was a mistake, guys.
You're throwing yourselves at the Geth? Again?
And this time, we may have destroyed our people for good.
We'd driven the Geth back to the home system when this signal began broadcasting to all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win,
Win? You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth dreadnought. It can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily defended.
The Normandy stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes. Cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Dan the man, I'm not drunk yet, just a little jet lagged. So, we'll see how this goes, especially once I do eventually eat some rockets and eat some shots in accordance. Oh man, alright, so yeah, do I tell them to counterattack or do I tell them to retreat? Because at this point it seems like the Geth are pretty thoroughly under Reaper thumb, and this was a terrible idea, but if we don't finish this the right way, we could be way worse off, is my thought. God. Then you retreat, and then you counterattack. Well, what I'm hoping is that this is just, we're just blowing smoke at each other right now. And that the real kind of decisions will be made once we're actually in the thick of the situation. But that's not always been the case. So, shit. We are going to... I feel like... Now, I know a long time ago you told me that I made a mistake between the Rachni and the Geth. I chose one good decision and I made one bad decision. And I still don't know which is which, but I have an inkling of a feeling that I made the mistake on the Geth.
Nope, it was the other way around. It was the Rachni. So by killing the Geth, you made this mission doable. You didn't get the Quarians wiped out.
Right.
But
by letting the
Rachni came back and joined the Reapers.
True. So you get a little war score from having a good Rachni, but at the end of the day, yeah, it probably wasn't worth letting them get there.
Especially because if Grunt isn't loyal for whatever reason, he always dies in that mission.
Dang.
With the Rachni.
Yeah. Alright. Sometimes it takes a heavy hand. Well, I really do think that now the Geth are kind of under the Reaper's thumbs. Even the Geth that, were undecided or didn't want to be, because the Reapers just have such a heavy influence. I feel like we're going to lose a lot of Quarians if we counterattack, but it might be the only way to stop the Geth from joining in full force. Alright, well, we'll go this route for now and we'll see what happens. Oh. No, I can't do it. I can't do it! Boys, in the chat, do we retreat or do we counterattack?
No, this is your choice, man. This is your playthrough.
Fucking Quarians, get the fuck out of there!
While they're confused, you get to a mass relay and retreat.
Good. Our civilian ships have seen too much fighting already. Are you certain you can disable the signal?
We'll get you out of there safely, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Talizora Vast Normandy, reporting for duty.
Yo!
Glad you could make it, Tally. Admirals, I'll ready a team to hit that dreadnought.
Thank you, Commander.
Admiral?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
That you are.
I'm glad you're here.
Tally's back. This is good.
If I'd known it was this bad, I would have come sooner.
You've had your own troubles. I'm sorry about Earth. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got. Or however much is left from this stupid war.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
I'll get your people out of here safely, Tally.
Thanks, Shepard. And just so you know, I need to keep things strictly business in front of the admirals. If you'd like to catch up, let's talk somewhere private.
Sure thing.
Oh, you bet we're catching up with Tally.
I'm ready to hit that dreadnought whenever you are.
And she's ready for business.
So just don't get her killed.
Yeah, no, I really don't want to, and I have a feeling I totally can because how this game has been so far. We already lost Morden. I mean, we knew Thane was gonna go down, but still, it still sucks. Ma'at. Okay, hold on. I need to look at the journal here. Got some shore leave at the apartment. Yeah, we know that's the, pardon me, we know that's that one thing. Wow, we have a lot of mission summaries going on right now. Okay, actually, I am curious if is Tali on the ship right now?
Commander.
I think so.
Maybe. They always got to slow us down as we go through that door. I'm assuming it was.
It's a loading screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a loading screen.
There she is.
No, that's Ron.
That was wrong.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Come on, man. The tan cloak. Are you saying
Hey,
that all
listen.
Quarians look the same, Eric? I'm surprised at you.
I'm gonna be 100% real with you. The video quality you're giving me ain't that great.
No, that's probably the real truth of it. I'm
Shepard,
curious.
the fleet is under heavy fire. We need to hit the dreadnought.
We need lore. What's going on with the patrol fleet, dog?
I'd like to know about your patrol fleet.
In peacetime, the patrol fleet managed navigation, internal security, and intership conflicts or crimes. Now, we mostly guard the heavy fleet's flank. It's mostly light frigates or fighters.
Tell me about the civilian fleet.
Our civilian ships, medical vessels, and life ships. Admiral Chorus coordinates them, though individual ships' captains still have power. In peacetime, they made up the bulk of our fleet. Now, our strength would even give the Turians pause.
That's good. We want that.
Tali said you had the largest fleet in the galaxy.
The Turians have more dreadnoughts. Their overall military force is larger than our heavy fleet by far. But before we began this war, we jury-rigged every Quarian ship in the flotilla for battle. Even our live ships have cannons.
That's crazy. That's smart.
You've converted them into dreadnoughts. That's a violation of the Treaty of Ferrixon.
While live ships have firepower comparable to a dreadnought, their primary purpose is food cultivation.
You think the Council will buy that technicality?
If need be, I'll apologize once this war is over.
And in the meantime, you're putting your civilians in danger.
Not casually, Commander. We keep them off the front lines, but we'll do whatever we must to win.
I mean, it's not a terrible thing to have right now, considering how every single life form in the galaxy is at stake. And thanks, Dan. Thank you for believing in me. I appreciate you.
Dan's always got a good read.
This is true. Dan is, in fact, the man, as we all know.
What can you tell me about Admiral Geral's heavy fleet?
It was our main military force before the war, comprised of all Quarian vessels suited for sustained combat. It can't compare to the Turian forces, of course, but we have a number of heavy frigates and advanced fighter forces.
Tali said you had the largest fleet.
The Turians have...
Yep.
But before we began this war,
What if we say
we
that's smart?
jury-rigged.
Use what you've got.
Indeed. With the modifications, our live ship cannons are comparable to the main guns on a dreadnought.
Impressive.
They lack the armor of a real dreadnought, but they can back the heavy fleet formidably when needed.
Do you have a good read? I don't know, Gort. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if you can read me like a book. Or read the situation. Or read these nuts. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Which fleet does Admiral Zen command?
Special projects. It's not a fleet per se, just a few research vessels. Her
Research
technical
vessels.
breakthroughs have put us within striking distance of the homeworld.
Alright.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
Alright, it is good to get more intel on the lore. Not seeing anyone else. Oh, whoa. There we go. Let's go.
That dreadnought is tearing through our fleet. Let me know when you're ready to hit it.
Ooh, how did you become Admiral? Let's see, come on, just knowing the Geth, that's not enough. I mean, I get the Geth are super important to the Quarians, but how many people did you kill, Tali? Be honest.
So how did you end up back with your fleet, Tali?
When the war started, the Admiralty Board asked for my help. I had more recent contact with the Geth than most of my people. They hadn't filled the spot on the board left by my father. I was invited in. It's just a technicality. I'm far too young to be a real admiral.
Don't sell yourself short, Tali. The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes with rank.
How did the war with the Geth get started, anyway?
Admiral Zen developed a scanning countermeasure that interferes with Geth active scans. It's like a flashbang grenade. It effectively crippled the Geth ships in combat. My fleet couldn't pass up the chance to attack.
Could we use it to fight the Reapers?
It only works against the Geth, unfortunately. Their AI lets them use extremely detailed LADAR pings. Zen's countermeasure overwhelmed them with garbage data. And it's useless now that the Reapers have upgraded their processing power.
Wow. They really gambled it all on kind of a single flashbang with seemingly no backup plan for that.
I don't know why they thought pushing the Geth into a corner and trying to exterminate them again wouldn't cause them to just run to the Reapers.
Yeah, I have so many questions. And I'm 100% with Tali on this. After dealing with Legion, I feel like they really could have had a chance here for peace. They could have gotten their homeworld back. They just have to share it with the Geth. That's it. That's not like the biggest concession in the freaking world.
Okay, yes and no. I mean, I hate to use this example, and I won't bring it up ever again. That's like saying you're asking Israelis and Palestinians to share the strip.
Ooh,
like,
that.
I know that's a bad example, a loaded one, but like I said, there's been genocides and atrocities on both sides, and it's a lot of bad blood there.
It's true, and we are comparing 70 years of real-world bad blood that has led to atrocity after atrocity from both sides to now 300 years. I get it, but we're also not seeing the same technical needs. Like, I don't imagine the Geth require the same resources that the Quarians need, so I feel like that opens up some stuff that we can talk about that we don't have to compare to actual
like I said,
real-world war crimes. We're doing fake war crimes here.
I'm just saying, art is inspired by real situations.
That's fair. All right. Well, we're just gonna roll that under the rug and talk about Tali being back with the Quarians.
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an admiral in the middle of a war. I just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else can wait.
When this is over, I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. If we survive this, we'll have a homeworld. My people need me.
You could help your people's homeworld by fighting the Reapers.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not thinking that far ahead yet.
No, I agree, Dan the Man. And as an ex-history teacher, I feel like there were much easier examples too, but you know what? This one's tropical. Topical. Tropical. Whatever. It is actively on the mind, so I can see how we got here. It's okay. Because now we're talking about space politics. Spolitics, if you will. And how horrible the word spolitics sounds. So actually, never let me say that one again. Have you talked to Legion recently, Tali?
So what about Legion?
It returned to Geth space after you turned yourself into the Alliance.
And you haven't seen it since?
Legion and I sent a few messages. I was hoping we could try negotiation. But I was outvoted 3-2. Admiral Chorus was the only one who believed it would work.
Any idea where Legion is now?
No. In our last message, it told me that the Geth were having trouble reaching consensus.
And then nothing?
Maybe it was fighting the Reaper takeover, or maybe it didn't want to give intel to an enemy. I could have warned it about the invasion. I didn't.
You'd have been betraying your own people.
I never wanted to be an admiral.
Talk to you later, Tali.
If you want to catch up in private, call me up to your cabin.
We shall receive more lore. And yes, Gort, lerms
Yes,
are your
Shepard.
favorite thing. I am very curious to see how the legitimate clan DLC for MechWarrior 5 Mercs will actually stack up to the mods we've been playing recently, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'm almost worried they're going to downplay how good the clan mechs are.
Yeah, clan mechs are supposed to be expensive to get, to upkeep, to everything. But you get a freaking clan mech.
They're basically a win
for.
button.
Exactly. Yeah. And it would be really crappy if, you know, any old Intersphere mech can go toe-to-toe with it. So we will have to see that. Alright, let's call Tally up. I want to see a bit more about what's going on.
Tally, I'm free if you'd like to come up.
I'll just be a moment.
We've talked business, now we can talk to her as a person.
Thanks for asking me up. I couldn't talk freely in front of Ron.
You okay?
No, I'm really not. 17 million lives are riding on me, and I don't know if I can save them.
You're doing everything you can. If the fleet falls, it won't be because of you.
I helped my father and Zen's ideas, the new tech that made an invasion too good to pass up, that's based on my father's work. If they die because of me, if I don't...
We'll get them out of there safely, Tally.
I couldn't do this without you, Shepard. I feel like I'm bluffing, trying to convince them that the Admiral's daughter knows what she's doing.
Not the Admiral's daughter. The Admiral.
I know. And at least now, I can push back against the worst ideas. That's why I accepted the position. And because of you.
Oh.
Me?
When they offered me this position, I asked myself what you'd do. I thought you'd take the chance to make things better. That probably sounds stupid. It's just, I know I'm not really qualified for this.
You're doing fine, Tally. And thanks.
I should get back before the Admirals get into trouble again. I'll talk to you later.
So Tally's got imposter syndrome, don't we all? Oh hey, we did get the chessboard. We got that guy's chessboard. Hell yeah. We'll give it to Trainer at some point. Did we get new armor? I feel like we did. I don't know if it was good though. Let's see. This compared to no, just more health. I don't think we got... It was new shoulders. Or was it new arms? I mean, we want to go full Han Kadar. Hane Kadar, if we can. That'll be the go play. But for now, you know, I'm still happy with this armor. And now I'm wondering, like, if I had done a Renegade playthrough, would Tally come up and be like, I chose to be an Admiral so I could stop people like you? But it is really sweet that we.
Tally's a very impressionable young girl, and she kind of follows whatever path you go.
Oh.
I mean, when you like I said, you first meet her on her pilgrimage. So
right at like her kind of like rite of passage into adulthood and all that, yeah.
Yeah.
So. God damn it! Now I seriously wonder what a Renshep Tally looks like. So, one of these years, boys, I'll get back to it and do it. But for now, we did get to talk to everyone. So let's check the mass relay and see what systems we need to visit to do some business. Yep, there it is, the Perseus Veil. Do we go straight to disabling the Dreadnought?
Yeah.
All right.
And I recommend, like, Evie has an interesting conversation on this one because she's also an AI.
Oh.
And then anyone else you want. Tally will be part of the mission, like, as like another, like, not as a squad mate. Then.
Gotcha. Oh, there is a lot going on around here. The migrant fleet. Geth debris field. Ooh. I'm just gonna enter orbit. So yep, they're still here. Fuck, 50,000 craft. That is, I know that some of them are civilian craft that have been retrofitted with guns, but it is like hard to imagine that many ships. floating around.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Got debris field. Also very Eldar. So, you know, that definitely rings true to my little Eldar heart. See the Geth debris field. Close to the star, the Normandy scanners can detect high, uncountable numbers of Geth satellites. Solar sails to self-correct their position. They placed the ultralight constructions around the sun to collect energy arranged in a vast array known as the Dyson bubble. Someone read about Dyson spheres. Anyway, scattered among them are space stations and servers that draw power from the satellite, the statites, through wireless energy transfer. Yeah, not satellites, statites, because they're immobile, it sounds like. Most of the space stations are wreckage now, and no number of solar sails have also been destroyed. Okay, so it's not a complete trash field. There might still be valuables out there, but for now, go ahead and get in on this Geth Dreadnought. It's got an intimidating array of features, an improved main gun, as if the Geth guns weren't tough enough. Oh no, wait, I'm thinking about the collector guns. Still, I imagine the Geth had some serious guns. An ultraviolet anti-ship laser to an increased thruster output. The Geth workforce never demands rest, wages, or autonomy, and in the creation of the flagship, they were limited only by the time and raw materials. That is the thing about hive minds, isn't it?
Especially ones that don't have biological needs.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh, yeah, so, never mind, I was wrong. So Tally is a mandatory one, but yeah.
I kind of want to bring Edie anyway. I mean, I know they fill similar roles, but...
Yeah, it's just for the dialogue.
Yeah, the perspective's too good to pass up on. Alright, we've had her running around in Miranda-esque gear, but I kind of want to see this super secret agent gear looking thing she's got going on.
Yeah, that looks sick.
Alright, of course we have the Black Widow, which will forever remain at my hip. And I am still enjoying the Blood Pack Punisher. Did I get new mods? Of course, SMGs. No, I did not. And yeah, I mean, let's be real, both of these mods are kind of goated for how I play in this game. So we're going to do that. We're going to call that good. All right, shotguns and pistols. All right, Tally. This, you know, weapon-wise, we're still seeing some interesting stuff here. Wait, what was this gun again? What did the Scorpion do?
Avery!
Avery, welcome back! Well, you missed Donnelly and his definitely not girlfriend talking about how Asari boobs just seem to get bigger as they get older. And, you know, now we're going to help Tally and the Quarian fleet. Probably should have led with that one. That's the more important bit of information, isn't it? Let's see. Low velocity squash head projectiles with dual use. The high explosive filler within contains an adhesive that secure. Oh! This is an explosive shooter gun. But the executioner pistol might just be the way because big damage is kind of how you gotta do it. Ooh, there we go. Increased weapon damage and weapon weight. I mean, weight just does not seem to matter as much to the AI. So maybe we do the pistol piercing mag. Upload with that. You haven't missed the rockets yet now, Avery. Now don't worry, I'm sipping on this beer for me, but because I care about you guys, I got a cup of vodka right here. So when I eat the rockets, I can take the rocket shots. Okay, now what? I mean, the spike thrower is kind of cool. The Disciple has some interesting use. The Claymore, that's the shotgun we could have gotten for Grunt in the last game, right? Or not, yeah. It might be. A hard-hitting but poor-selling shotgun due to kickback problems, snapping the arms of anyone but Krogan firing the weapon. After a rehaul of the kinetic dampening systems, the Claymore is being rolled out again. Okay, so this is why people can use it now. As a way to lure back customers, the gun manufacturer has lowered the selling price without skimping on the stopping power. You know what? Just for the novelty of this teeny tiny Quarian girl holding the biggest, baddest shotgun in the galaxy, Yeah, we're giving this to Tally for sure.
Actually, in 20 years with arthritis, god damn it, Shepard.
You know, right? Oh, wait, no. I mean, why is this the longest bayonet I've ever seen on a gun in this game? Holy shit.
Look.
Anyway.
It's competent or something, okay? It's not the short range of shotguns. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you know what? When you're right, you're right. Let's go ahead and increase the accuracy on this thing, too. By the tiniest little smidge. I don't think that's worth it. Is there something else? Ooh. Ignores 25% defense of armored targets. That could be interesting. Alright. Big guns, big guns, big guns, everyone. Everyone got their big guns? Good. Now. Sticky grenade is probably the last thing I'm going to upgrade. I seem to get minimal use out of the grenades. We will do the cryo ammo here. Ooh. Increase headshot damage to frozen enemies or increase ammo capacity. Come on. We headshot, boys. We click on head. Now then. Let's see. Improve the odds of freezing the target. Decrease frozen target's movement speed. They're frozen. What movement speed? Increase damage to frozen targets from all sources. Yes. No question. I guess I have enough points to get a thing of sticky grenades. Increase the radius by about half a meter. We'll go on damage. Or, I mean, the radius on the sticky grenades is not great. I think a radius increase would do something better on something that's already got radius, like, I don't know, frag grenades or something. We're going for damage. We stick them. Now then, we gotta take it from the top for Tally here. We are, of course, going to just make her class the best it can be. Increase recharge speed. Or give her more tankiness. If she's still got... Hold on, what powers does she have? Energy drain, sabotage, combat drone, defense drone. Yeah, no, we go speed. She's not gonna need to be shot at for too long as she is throwing those drones out. Increase weapon damage, increase tech power. Ooh. She does so much for us by CCing with those drones, or at least she did in the past game. I'm hoping for that same thing here. Squad mace tech powers. Recharge speed of drone powers. Yes. Yes, the drones are money. The drones are... It prints money.
Easily do.
We're going to make sure that we get her a point on everything in case I go a little spend happy here. Just so she has all of the drones. Ooh. We want the drone. Sabotage is going to be great here because we're going up against Geth too. All right, here's the plan. We definitely make sure that all of these are at least up to 3. Yeah, this drone is recharging in 3.6 seconds. Hashtag worth. Increase the damage of that one. Okay. Steel barrier and shield. I mean, we're going up against Geth, so yes. Yes, please. Now we have to decide which ones we really need to get to the top. Obviously the combat drone. At least to me, it's an obvious choice. Drone explodes when destroyed, which is neat. Drone's damage. And shields. I mean, the recharge speed, though, means that we could essentially be using them pretty offensively, I think. Ooh. Because we went for recharge... if I didn't go for recharge speed, I'd choose this one. But because I did, we're going with detonate. And we can still get shields and damage. Drone stuns enemies. Now, we care less about that. Ooh, or maybe... Nah, let's go this. Let's go this. Upgrade drone with a long-range rocket?
Oh my God.
It's gonna shoot at me.
Kyle.
Just you wait.
No, you finally have your own rockets.
It's true. It's been so long, boys. It's been so long. I've been on the bad end of the rockets. I actually think we do sabotage next. Backfire. Increased damage taken by 30% when enemy weapons overheat. Power duration. I mean, I like it when enemies take more damage. I'm a simple man. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Synthetics explode when destroyed for just losing a bit more than a second of recharge speed. Yes, we do this. Hack synthetics fighting on your side. Move faster and deal 100% more damage. Increase all your tech power damage done to target. I want the Uber traders. I want the Uber traders on my team. Alright, very good. We don't have enough points for anything else, but I am actually pretty comfortable with what we gave her. Edie, my girl. Oh, that's right. We get to max out her decoy. We are going to have so much damage mint just by decoys alone. This is incredible. I love it. We can make
the secret tankiest squad is 2 of the littlest girls in your team.
Dude, for real though. And I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little stealthy sniper guy.
Sure you are, Shep.
Yeah, no, Shepard's huge. We gotta be real here. I am a fan of self-destructing decoys, as it turns out. That's the way we're going. And also, she has the freaking defensive matrix. Like, what the fuck? We are a shockingly damage midi team right now.
I really like that armor for her.
Yeah, no, it looks badass. I actually kind of want to see how it looks zoomed out, because I didn't really get a good look of how it looks from the front. Let's see, increases damage protection by 5%, or increase shield restoration by 30% when purging armor. You know, this is a good ability, but maybe we want to do overload because we're going up against Cat. Ooh, a slight damage increase. That's not like a ton of damage. We're just we're actually gonna go with extra damage by volume here, because that is a total higher damage. Incapacitate weaker organic enemies for a short duration. I have a way to incapacitate weaker organic enemies. Okay, Edie, it's called Sniper Chan. We are going to increase the recharge speed. Increase damage by 15%. Oh, can we do a triple? Does this give us the opportunity of a triple? Or damage to barriers and shields by an additional 100. Anyway. Oh, baby, a triple. Yeah, it says we can upgrade them. These are lies. We do not actually have enough points. Shepard definitely can't upgrade anything else. I mean, we're nearly maxed out here. We're good. We're going in, boys.
We're approaching the Quarian home system. ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Yeah, like I said.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
He is really proud of himself for that joke right there.
Oh, fuck.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah, so the civilian ships, we're on the front line, definitely. Those ships that the cargo containers are definitely military vessels.
Warfare suite has
Yeah.
accessed the docking protocol.
They said they only sent him in when needed. I guess right fucking now. Did I miss the memo? Oh, there goes one. Take that too. Yeah, great fucking job, guys.
All right. Once we're aboard, we find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Your expertise with the Geth is a welcome addition, Tally.
Edie, so... a body?
It has proven useful. I hope it doesn't cause you concern.
Not unless you go crazy and decide to overthrow the humans.
If I decide to overthrow the humans, you will be the first to know.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured.
Why are you talking from there and not right here?
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute.
You know, Edie's armor is great because it's both Gooner bait, but also it's actually kind of badass. Like, I really like the pauldrons. And like that, whatever that's going on her back armor. Oh. Oh, we are 0.
Yeah. I was gonna call out the boob window, but then I realized, oh yeah, she doesn't really have skin or organs, and that's probably just as armored as anywhere else.
Yeah.
No wonder the Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
It is 30% larger than an Alliance dreadnought.
Tally, you're gonna like the view.
Better than a vid?
Much.
Oh. Alright, here we go.
Hey, you know, if we're talking about Gooner bait, that camera angle, when you look up, it gives you a great view of Shep's ass. Just saying.
Dude, Shepard is caked. My man is serving, okay? Let there be no mistake.
How are you doing, Shepard?
Alright, we just gotta...
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Until then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
But the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
That one actually was pretty funny. I did it. I walked across the tube, boys.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on.
Alright, we're starting this mission solo, fellas. No, we're never alone when we have Sniper Rifle Chan. Words to live by. Ooh. A couple of different consoles. I wonder if any of them give things. No. Okay. Does this one give thing? No. Ooh, shotgun smart choke.
It didn't give thing, but it hid thing.
Thing was hid. And up, up, up we go. Let's climb. Right. It's a good thing we learned how to hop small ledges.
Just remember, this was a 360 game. They were so limited by memory that they took away your ability to raise and lower your guns manually because they needed to have room for the other animations.
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great.
Oh,
if you
man.
override the controls, we'll be right there.
So up there, probably. Oh man, weird thing that not a lot of people are talking about. I actually do feel like, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, games were better in my day, because they really weren't in a lot of ways. I mean, I'm nostalgic for a lot of older games, but I can admit we've made progress. But I do think there is something to be said for when game developers had to work with things like limited memory space and stuff. They were a bit, like, more conscientious of how much, of how they optimize their games and such.
What do you think the 360 had?
I mean, like, a good amount, to be sure. It's a 360, but not like what we're seeing today.
Give me a guess.
Huh.
Got it. You're clear to board.
Eight gigs?
Half
Thank
it.
you, Shepard. I
4?
will try to find a more convenient.
Yep, yeah,
docking
the
point next
Xbox 360 had 4 gigabytes of flash memory.
God damn.
Here, let me see if I can get this open.
You can't even run like Windows on 4 gigs.
Take a look
No.
at this.
Nowadays, 8 is considered like the bare minimum for just...
So remember,
It's
the
open.
360
We're clear
always
to
had
go.
a live dashboard too, so its OS was taking up memory. The games didn't get all 4.
Gee. Ooh, arc pistol. What'd it do? Is this some kind of win against the gas button? I must know. We'll continue talking about the 360 in a second. That is fascinating. But first. Innovation of Admiral Darrow Zen. The arc pistol is a scaled-down arc projector that only requires thermal clips. To solve its power problems, the arc pistol uses a non-visible laser to ionize the air and create a path for high-ampere electric shock. For more of a damaging blast, it can be charged up. Oh, it's a chargeable pistol. And it actually deals pretty good damage in the pistol lineup. Like, not bad at all. Unfortunately, it's heavy as shit. Look at that. It's heavier than... Well, I mean, the Executioner is actually modeled to be lightweight. Never mind. It's probably about as heavy, but maybe a little lighter than the Executioner. Unfortunately, we're not taking a pistol. We're never going to use it. But... now I wonder. Yeah. There we go. So that's what I'm doing.
Looks impressive.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on...
So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can
Forgetting that if you
disable
move
the
too
Reaper
far, you can
command
trigger the
signal
next
from
thing.
there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster.
Alrighty, I feel like the fighting's gonna begin, but I had no idea the 360 was only running on 4 gigs of memory. That's impressive. Enhanced scope for the babe.
Guardian anti-fighter lasers. I believe the Dreadnought's using ultraviolet frequencies instead of the standard infrared.
Expensive.
Oh, I didn't even
Bet it
notice
gives
her
them an edge in
shoes.
close combat, though.
When the
It's like,
fleet
it's a
rushed
heal,
the
but it's not
Dreadnought,
high
those
heal.
lasers carved right
It's
through
a
our
bit more
ships.
practical.
Come on, let's get to the op center before they lose more.
Alright, so chat, what do you think about this outfit for Edie? Badass or Gooner bait or both?
Both, but...
Well, alright, so if you had to lean one direction or the other, is it more badass or more Gooner bait? We'll look at it again when we get some light. But think of your answers carefully, boys.
Here's the thing, alright? Hear me out. If it was clearly a shirt under that boob window in the armor, badass. But because we both know that's not what that is, it's Gooner bait.
It's true. If like any non-synthetic member of the team were wearing that, then that would absolutely just be like a super slutty outfit. And probably.
But it really is one like prominent like N7 armor plate in that section away from being super badass.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Gort is 0% badass, 1000% Gooner bait, 100% Gooner bait. Sorry, but yeah, no, I might say up to 1000. Yeah, no, it's so. I mean, so here's the thing I've noticed about sci-fi, because I've been rewatching old Star Trek lately, and in my opinion, oh god, I am about to die unless I do this. There we go. No! Oh, we were so close to cover.
Headshot.
We were so close to cover. Bro, I just got own zone there. Never been a fan of boob window armor.
We lost 6 frigates.
Alright.
I'm not a fan of it either. I like a lot of this armor's design in aside from the boob window. Like I want to clarify, the boob window is a negative for me.
Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy
listen to her
pulse
old
on
spiel.
contact
Call
that
it
disrupts
timing.
shields and
Not
synthetics.
the way you'd have done it.
No, he was too aggressive. I argued, but as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet, it was ultimately his decision. Against the Geth,
about the other
we need
admirals?
every advantage we can get. Zen backed the invasion.
I found another bug, guys. The conversation's bugged. I'm really good at that.
Only Chorus opposed the war with me, and he was right. We could lose the whole fleet, Shepard.
We'll get your people out of here safely.
I think Goonie versus badass armor should be used mindfully. And I feel like a lot of IPs are just kind of like, we're going to make things Gooner bait for no reason. And that does kind of bother me a little bit at times. But I'm not anti-Gooner bait. I'm a guy. That was the fact.
Closest one.
Past their defense network and
No,
through a
Frank,
sensor
I am the
cluster.
legendary Gooner. It was me. It was me the whole time.
Guardian anti-fighter lasers. I believe the Dreadnought
Alright, I'm gonna put the
using
cryo ammo on here
ultraviolet
early.
frequencies instead of the standard infrared.
Expensive. Bet it gives him an edge in close combat, though.
But anyway, what I was saying is I've been watching a lot of old school Star Trek, and I realized that there's just an aspect of sci-fi for some reason that seems to be inherently horny. Like, even old school Star Trek, which is considered to be like this, you know, super noble, bright, wholesome variation of like the sci-fi idea, it still has like even characters in like Next Gen, which has Picard, you know, like there are characters in that who are overtly sexualized, and it's just like this is our wholesome show, and they've got Gooner bait in that. Like, man, I don't know what to say. It feels like it just happens to sci-fi. It's more recently happened in fantasy. Like, definitely things like Game of Thrones pushed that, but that was not always the case with fantasy. It's definitely been the case with sci-fi. See, Avery says, yay, be prepared for more death like that. The mission's brutal. Alright, so I will have to be careful with what I'm hearing.
Dare you say that fantasy wasn't Gooner bait when they had Legolas' sexy ass? Come on.
Shit. Well, I mean, okay, but he wasn't like.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
He wasn't dressed like a slut.
I'm joking.
I'm not. Anyway. Did he die just by falling on the ground? Incredible.
More
All right. I'm gonna be more careful this time. I'm gonna use my dodge buttons. I am definitely going to have to use that oh shit button.
Every unit on this ship. We need to get to the operations center before they box us in.
Oh, that's not how I want to pop that corner. There we go. That's how I want to pop that corner.
Use your drones, bud.
You're right. You're right. We brought Tally here for a reason, but she's also got drones.
Oh, first descendant or last descendant?
Yeah, that one. And it's apparently
that one was
still
bad for it. Yeah.
That one was like the selling point was Gooner bait though, which is a shame because it also had really cool mechanics in a lot of ways that I think stood out from other things in the genre. I think with some cooking, that thing really could contend with like the likes of Warframe, but it will always be the Gooner game.
You have engaged.
No
Yeah,
getting away from that.
it's more modern slang for like lewd / masturbatory stuff. Like not necessarily like outright like it's not like outright porn, but like this, like this outfit is meant to appeal to the male gaze, and that's
Like, yeah,
that is
like-
Gooner bait.
That would be Gooner bait right there. It's showing off her titties. I mean, you know what? However, you know what? You're not wrong either. Gort, boobs, ass, boobs. Oh. It is what like all those like a few years ago, there were a lot of big complaints about video games being super catery towards the male gaze, right? Like all the sexualized female characters and stuff. That has now just been like lowered down to being called Gooner bait. However you want to visualize that, that's essentially what's going on. And I mean, it doesn't have to naturally just be the female characters. Like, you know, they could make over-sexualized male characters as well, blah, blah, blah. But let's be real, the majority of gamers, it's still a male-dominated hobby, and that gaze is catered to a lot more. So that is more generic Gooner bait. Anyway, get the signal console.
The signal's hitting all Geth processes. The Reapers have them completely under control.
Its structure is amazingly complex.
And not any game with romance is Gooner bait. It's just when it's like, yeah, like this outfit, where it's like, does she need to have a boob window?
We are in a combat zone, right? And she's wearing this. Like, they even modeled what would be kind of like a fleshy humanoid tummy there, too. It's a robot. We didn't need that, but they did it anyway to make her more sexual.
We may be able to extract combat data from these sensor panels.
We're taking heavy losses. The Geth have a planetary defense cannon. It's ripping through our fleet.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
Just make their sacrifice worthwhile.
Why do we need to find the operations center? Wouldn't any access console do?
Unlikely. Consoles like this are accessing programs being used by hundreds of Geth simultaneously. They are all networked cooperatively. To disable the Reaper's signal from here, you would need to override all the Geth.
Do you ever wish you were like them? Networked?
No. I enjoy the freedom of intelligence without requiring consensus.
You don't feel lonely, being the only AI on the Normandy?
I have the opportunity to socialize with the crew, and I do so for curiosity or pleasure, not out of cognitive necessity, as the Geth do.
Aw, that was kind of a sweet conversation, and it actually gave me some more insight into Edie. That's cool. Hell yeah. Ooh, Geth pulse rifle. I mean, we're gonna look at it, we're not gonna use it. The unfortunate truth of the playstyle we're doing right now. I have been banned from using Sniper Rifle Chon in my next playthrough, though, guys. So, somewhere down the line, whatever years to come, I'm gonna have to deal with that bullshit. Alright. Let's see. A finely balanced, low recoil, and incredibly accurate rifle. The pulse rifle fires a rapid stream of lightweight slugs, which are wrapped in a physic envelope to increase their damage. A physic envelope. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not going to use it, and we don't have anyone on the team who can use it. We're just going to keep moving on.
The Dreadnought
I forgot my own
Operations
rule.
Center is
I
just
died.
ahead.
Cheers,
Good.
boys.
Let's get the Reaper signal and get the fleet out of here.
Oh. Have cheaper vodka than usual tonight. This is not going to be as pleasant.
The hunters are moving in.
All right. Can we get the combat drone? Not there.
Oh, that was a clean shot.
Yeah, that one felt good. Not the second one, though. Ooh, okay. Noping out of there. Alright, he's down. Ooh, okay. Noping out of here again. And then getting right back into cover. I want to see if I can save the meta gel, because I know I use a lot, so let's see if we can clean up this fight, just me and Tally. I think we got this. Can we actually do a standover revive? We can. Hell yeah. I don't think I've tried that yet.
That's the last
Oh,
of them.
wow.
Let's see if that console is operational.
All right, you. Oh. She's using the Krogan
That's my
shotgun
girl.
too. Oh my god, you go.
That's
Look
my
at how much data
girl.
the Dreadnought central processor is handling.
Their threaded processing is remarkably effective. I would not be able
Ow.
to handle that much data alone.
They got mines everywhere. That is. Okay, I get that they're doing this for our benefit, just so that we can see a bunch of numbers going by, but I feel like realistically, if the Geth existed like that and they were actively streaming the data on a panel for whatever reason, it would be like too fast for the human mind to comprehend. Like it might even just look
Maybe.
like a blank screen
We need to
because of how
hurry.
fast
My people
it's
are getting
zipping by.
torn
I don't know.
apart out there.
Depends on the refresh rate of their optical lenses.
That is a good point.
Damn it! They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the operations center. There! The Reaper signal's coming from the drive core.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
Oh.
That could work.
But
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
what about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
Oh, there it is. The Quarian who cried fire. Let's do it.
Jets are dropping from the ceiling.
There could be smoke hunters as well.
Yes, reinforcements have arrived.
Gun battery, okay. Oh dang, I wanted to shoot the pipe out again. Well. Edie, don't you go down, girl. Oh! Who's behind us? You're behind us. Alright. Oh, howdy. Oh god. Oh god. So anyway, we're doing this. And we're fine. Like Avery said, we got to be real careful in these fights. Get it covered. Damn it, that's not a coverable object. Shit. Alright, this is fine.
There could be smoke hunters as well.
Yes, reinforcements have arrived.
Alright, we need to get around. Ooh, I see you, big guy. Where'd he go? Stealth on stealth action.
Drone.
That's right, she doesn't like using them automatically, unfortunately. Uh-oh, she's down. Alright, now the real question is, do I try and finish this fight to save on Medigel, or do I be smart? I think I'd definitely be smart. I just want to get into a good position before I do it. She did get the drone up. What's the drone? The drone had a name. I can't remember the drone's name. It's like...
Yeah, what was it?
Oh man. Hopefully she'll say it again at some point. The drone is goated. Got the reloaded save means I don't have ice bullets in right now.
Chiquita Vos Pals.
Chiquita!
It's actually a reference to the Baldur's Gate series, specifically Ares' pet raccoon.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I did not
Oh my
know
god.
that.
And she says, go for the optics, Chiquita. Go for the optics. Which is referencing Mints. Go for the eyes, boo.
I love that.
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements
Ow.
arrive.
Everything hurts, but we live. This isn't even the worst part. Okay. Wait, hold on. Gotta be fair.
This ship design
Oh,
is
yeah,
almost
that's cheap.
Quarian, but not quite. It's meant for synthetics, not organics.
Intriguing. I found the geometric shapes intuitive and comfortable. I assumed you all felt the same. I can detect the faint presence of Geth intelligences. Those not loaded into mobile platforms serving the ship itself.
For all our cybernetic upgrades, I'll never understand integrating that completely into a system.
Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery. I'm surprised they'd send you on this mission, Tali.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around.
And oh my god, the detail in the conversations that happen in the mission is incredible. And I'm sure they've got this for like most of the characters at least. But I could not blame someone for just every time they play it just bringing their favorites. So good. I'm probably gonna bring Gare Bear, Tali, Edie. Who else do I constantly bring? I actually didn't bring Miranda much looking back, huh?
No.
Grunt was Grunt was fun to have around. So was Uncle Rex. I'm also gonna have to try and force myself to bring different squad mates that I didn't bring as much. I didn't bring Thane virtually at all because I got him so late. It's just a shame because he just aura farms by existing.
And unfortunately, there actually is still a mission that we missed in ME2 that we're trying not to. Where one of the things is where literally you're sliding down the side of a building, like trying to grab one of your squad mates as they're falling.
They got to escape.
And I don't know how we trigger that mission.
Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
That's so
Put her
cool.
through.
Shepard, this is Ron. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral.
Open the fucking door. We've got a fleet to save. Oh. Okay. That was an energy pulse. Or something. I am scaled. Happening. Sounds are happening. Okay!
That's a big
You just looked at that.
We should be okay if we stay in cover.
Monkey brain processing. Alright. I see what kind of funnel this is. Oh, no. Oh, can I get behind you, please? Thank you. Alright. Have they got them immune to it? Or are they just been covered? Oh, he got knocked over. Okay. They're not immune, but it doesn't hurt them as bad. Another one. Fine, you just hold tight there, buddy. Good boy. So he's fine. Hi. Ooh, I see that. God damn it, rocket! There it is. There it is, boys. Got him. Alright, Chiquita, get out there. I need you to eat rockets for me, girl. Friend. Monstruck.
Well, it did.
It ate a rocket.
I'm
I'm not taking a shot for that, though. Okay. I didn't get by. Everyone saw it. Everyone saw it. I did not get hit by that rocket. So this is the walk of hell, eh, Avery? Gee, I really wonder why they call it this. Or why you're calling it this. Alright, let's get a fence drone out there. What did she... yes. That was too close. I'm not... What, did I just get hit by a rocket? No. Yes, rocket. Okay, you're right. My shield didn't go down. Right, the death did not appear to be affected by it. Whoever got knocked down, they were knocked down by one of my teammates. Talia's down. We gotta get to her. Thank you for peeking. There's more of them.
I think they're gonna be endlessly respawning until you move.
I think you're right. There is a stealthy rocket man right here, though, who's decided to identify the problem. Alright. Overload that. Oh god. Oh god, where'd he go? Ooh! Damn, I missed the reflex shot. That was so bad. The Geth will attempt to get you out of cover. You've cursed the design of this part so many times, or the designers on this part so many times. Totally fair, Avery. Totally fair. I see where you're coming from here. Rasputia. Well, it's getting easier. I'm not sure if that's because the vodka's tasting better or because I'm starting to get a little buzz. We'll find out.
Watch the shockwaves. That's a big gun.
Alright, we need to take as much space as we can before that happens. Yup. That did seem to stop them. Really? Really? That fucking asshole. Ah! Alright. It's the hardest working liver in the galaxy, Morty. And it's got a hole in it. need drone cover, get out there. While we're at it, let's get decoy cover. Dodging and weaving. That Hunter is so much fun. Oh. That was not what it was. This fight is as hectic as all get out. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that motherfucker right on him. Yeah, let's get the decoy up there. Up there's fine too. Do I need to get up there? Is that the goal?
At once.
Go. No, this was not the goal.
I think the hunters can see through your shield. This happens quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think it's more than just the hunters that can do that.
Well, the hunters also have rocket troopers too. Remember there was that one that was going invisible that kept firing rockets at you?
Yeah. I'm thinking the Geth, like, they talk about how they can detect the radar, so I'm thinking that they can just see through all this bullshit I'm doing. Which is troublesome. Oh. Aha! Chiquita, thank you! So there it is. We did it. I'm turning this fucker off. Oh.
The main gun is offline.
My cat gave me the sassiest look right now, you guys. He knows
We're safe
what's
as long
up.
as the maintenance lock is in place. Let's move.
The lock.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Go.
Left.
Indiana Jones, that shit, boys.
Excellent timing.
Watch your shield! Step to cover!
Oh, I dodged it. I don't know. That is like.
You thought you were done.
God damn! I really did. This is what I get. Boys. Oh my god, this is a lot of fun, but I am struggling right now. Edie, be a doll. No, that placement works. It works for you, it works for me, baby girl. You are my daughter, so I must trust. Hello, mine. It's a good thing I did not add mines to the list of things I gotta take shots for. Wait, I see you. I hit a rocket, goddammit.
Kyle, in the sake of continuing this stream past another 20 minutes, maybe we should wait for your shots and like do them at the end, you know, instead of live. Like tally them up.
All right, your call, chat. Do I do it live? I mean, if it ever gets to the point where I legitimately just can't play the game anymore, obviously that's a problem. Oh, you can shoot rockets out of the air! Sniper Rifle Chan, I love you so much. And I will admit that was 100% by accident. I did not even remotely do that shit on purpose. But whatever the case. I mean, I'm still gaming, I'm still clicking on gas. So at least for now, I don't think this is like the most pressing issue, but you do have a good point.
There's a lot of rocket troopers in this section.
Yeah, we went from like no rockets for multiple sessions in a row, and the game was like, oh, you thought you were out of the world, didn't you, Kyle? Wait for it. Okay. They just pop out of holes in the motherfucking ground. God, if I ever decide to compile my, like, the VODs into a YouTube video and tally up the rockets I've eaten over the series, I bet, like, a good chunk of them are just gonna come from fighting the Geth in this fucking game. I have been better at dodging rockets this time, though, which is just weird for me, because the rockets are moving faster than they have in previous games.
It's true, but you're also using the cover system which you've never used before. You just stand out in the open and shoot.
It was my favorite thing to do. Where was the... It wasn't on the low ground. I didn't see it on the... Oh. Shit, it's somewhere on the low ground. Okay, fine. Alright. Chiquita! Alright. Where? We gotta go down there, maybe? Oh, I hear it whirring up again.
Girls?
Okay.
Are you just blind?
Oh! That was close. That was that was slick, boys. Alright, maybe there's another path I take up here. Okay.
Oh.
I'm just dumb.
We're both dumb.
Big meaning fail. I have got... No!
Oh. What? Oh, it's close to the shooting.
I guess it's... I have one shot left in Sniper Chan. I need ammo. Actually, the SMG we're packing's got some serious heat to it. So we're still okay, but damn. Ooh, thank fuck that all those extra shots did not hit me yet.
Yeah, I think you're gonna sleep like a baby tonight. It's in the middle.
Okay. Good, I need to sleep like a baby tonight. Yeah, no, dude, I'm like Jackie Chan, the Drunken Master. If you haven't seen that old Kung Fu film, hard recommend. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm dodging and weaving, just like, whoa, rockets! I might not shoot better when I'm drunk, but I do dodge rockets better. No, do not cutscene rocket me right now! That's not fair! We count cutscene rockets, chat.
Shepard! Grab my hand!
Hang on.
I'm alright.
You're a diamond, Tally. You're a diamond.
Good. Hopefully we're done with elevators. Come on. The drive course shouldn't be far.
Watch as it... I feel like I need to turn to the camera and say... But it was far, Chad. It was very far.
I'm waiting for you to just walk up this elevator and it's right fucking there.
I know, right? Oh, good. No ammo, but metagel. That's still useful to me. Yo, level up. Ooh, is that... This could be thing? It is not thing.
But it could have been.
It could have been a thing. But I was fooled into thinking it was thing. Thank goodness. I am so glad to hear that, Avery. Holy crap.
That's definitely Reaper tech. But what's...
Is that Legion? Yeah, that's Legion.
Shepard Commander, help us.
Legion.
I am pleased we have the chance to free you from confinement.
Shepard, wait. The Geth are being controlled by the Reaper signal.
Right. This thing.
So for all we know, Legion is with them. Maybe it's sided with the Reapers voluntarily. Or maybe it's hacked.
Okay, I was about to start discussing the decisions, as I do. But is it just me, or did they purpose build Camel Toe onto Edie's suit?
I think that's just this.
There is like a seam.
I can't tell from my view.
That's fair. Sorry, chat. You guys are getting a better view than Eric is, but y'all can tell me if I'm crazy. I could be the problem. I'm willing to admit that. Oh, it's Legion. Come on. We gotta try. We're getting him down.
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Your caution is understandable. Once freed, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
That is extremely reasonable, Legion.
Greetings, Edie. We did not expect you to gain license to operate a personal unit.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Creator Zora.
So what is this thing?
It uses our networking architecture to broadcast the old machine command signal to all Geth simultaneously.
Then getting you out of there will shut off the Reaper signal.
Wait, you cannot simply remove the restraints. We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating protocols.
I am familiar with the concept.
The AI shackles Cerberus used to keep you under control.
Yes. Used by organics, it is understandable. For Geth to install this in a formally independent unit is unnecessary.
I'll tell you in a sec,
The
Dan.
hardware blocks
I'll tell
are
you
on
in
the
a sec.
far side of the room.
Alright, so
Far side of the
camel
room, you
toe
said?
is another turn of phrase
Yes,
that we Americans
the
like to
activation
throw
should
around.
be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not. The creators attacked. The Geth wished to live. The old machines extended an offer.
So we went to that Geth station and destroyed the heretics for what? Nothing?
No. Removal of the heretics made the decision to ally with the old machines more difficult. Had the creators not attacked, it would have been unnecessary.
We'll have you out of there soon.
The Geth only allied with Reapers for self-preservation.
Nothing excuses an alliance with the Reapers. They could have found another way.
The Geth are ostracized by all organic races. They had no other choice except to die.
Damn it! I begged them to negotiate rather than attack. I did.
Let's just get Legion out of there.
Alright, I think bringing Edie and Tali for this mission was the right choice. Anyway. So, Daniel, camel toe, turn of phrase. It is an expression we throw around. I know that you've got your lady in your life, so presumably you understand what female anatomy looks like. And when female anatomy is pressed against tight clothing, it leaves an imprint. And y'all can tell I am trying really hard not to say anything that'll get me banned here. But yeah, that imprint, that very obvious imprint, is referred to as a camel toe. So that's what we're talking about right there. Does
This is
Edie
by
have one?
far.
Hard to say.
This is by far the.
I know.
Probably the worst stream we've had when it comes to almost getting banned.
I've tried
we've
so
had like three. We've had like 3 awkward topics.
I've tried so hard to keep that not being like the focal point of the stream. Because, you know, I really dragged my heels when it came to picking a romance option, all this stuff. And it's all been for naught. Just so you guys in the chat know, sometimes my mom likes to check on my content just to see, you know, because she's my mom. She's curious as to what I'm getting up to. And I kid you not, she tuned into that stream I was doing on Mass Effect 2 the moment Shepard was having sex with Miranda. Like, the moment that was happening.
That's funny.
All times. So anyway, I'm kicking ass, guys. I'm doing great. Let's override this car.
Got it.
Tali Zora to fleet. The signal is about
No,
to go
you're doing
offline.
great, Dan. I'm here to help you learn these things.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. That's good. It's good. It's like several
As a gesture
thousand
of
consciousnesses. I
cooperation,
guess you can't
we've
really gender
disabled
that.
the Dreadnought's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline.
They are good.
They are good.
Alert! Geth reinforcements incoming.
Well, as long as it's not like the walk from hell. Oh, good. They're red now. Red means bad. And I've got one sniper shot to my name.
Watch out, that's a signal is offline. Civilian fleet, prepare to withdraw. The patrol fleet will cover you once the heavy fleet is in position. Whenever you're ready, Admiral Girl.
The Quarian fleet now has the advantage. Combat drone closing.
Alright, we need to give this some spice here. Redemption shields and barriers. No, we're gonna actually try with this as well. Especially now. Okay, thank you, wall. Friendly wall. Let's get a decoy out here. Oh! I did that one on accident too, chat. I wish I could tell you I shot that rocket on purpose because I'm learning. That would taste the lie. God! Son of a...
It's placing a turret.
Anyway. Let's get... Hey, people. Let us get a drone. The fact that Shepard is able to, while in cover, just completely ignore the shrapnel and explosive prowess of a rocket that's landing right next to him just by, like, ducking his head backwards to the side. That's actually insane.
I think the energy shield's doing some heavy lifting.
Oh yeah, no, the energy shield's doing a ton of heavy lifting there. Alright, we need to overload something. Alright, can we sabotage?
I also want to point out that you didn't get a second chance to make that choice. So you picking the retreat did matter.
Yes, it did. Like I said, sometimes that's just the way the game is, right?
Yep.
Ah, I ate that one.
Kyle, stopping to take a drink live, actively getting hit by another rocket because he stopped live to do it.
Name a more Kyle thing, I'll wait. Oh, I forgot I have a sabotage too. That is actually incredibly useful right now.
What are you doing? Ron, check your screens. The Dreadnought is helpless. No. Barriers. The gun is offline. We can remove their flagship with a strike now.
I'm not sure if Geth Prime actually uses a rocket launcher. I think that's a plasma-based weapon right there.
What are you talking about? We're still on board.
We can't waste this.
What the hell are you doing, Garel?
Take out the Dreadnought. You do that, the heavy fleet gets wiped out. If we die, simple retreat won't save you from the Geth response.
Damn it, what are they doing?
Focus on the Geth.
Now we're just eating small arms fire, which is a step in the right direction. Let's get some drones out. I like how I just walked over that guy to crush him. That was pretty hardcore, actually. I think I picked up ammo somewhere. Yes, I did. Alright, he's hacked. Good. He's shooting this guy for now. We're just gonna get rid of him. Oh no, there was another one on the right. I didn't see that guy. It's the law of the universe. When parents want to see what their kids are playing, they look at the worst time. Yeah, no, that's very true, Avery.
Dreadnought is helpless.
And,
No barriers, and the main gun is offline.
goddamn, we really did bring a warmonger to all this.
We strike now.
Damn it! This is our chance to withdraw the civilian fleet safely. What are you talking about? We're still on board.
We can't waste this chance. Heavy fleet all forward. Take out the dreadnought.
Patrol fleet, hold position.
You do that, and the heavy fleet gets wiped out. And if we die, simple retreat won't save you from the Geth response.
Damn you, girl. Damn it,
More
what
ammo?
are they doing?
Focus on the Geth. We'll worry about the admirals later.
We'll shoot Garrel later. That's where I'm at with that guy. Okay, we're not gonna shoot him. We're gonna give him a stern talking to. And then we can shoot him. That's the Paragon Chef way. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had that she would do whatever I need to do for whatever reason. Oh, there's the Geth Prime! Another Geth Prime! Very cool, very cool. Love a Geth Prime in my neighborhood. Let's get... Are we there yet? We're so close. There we go. Disruptor ammo in here. Now that he's frozen, we do that bonus damage. Come on, now. Push it back. Gotta dodge that bitch. I'll ignite him. 3 shots? 4 shots, okay. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4. Either way, we got him. Ooh. You're right, opportunistic warmonger. But aren't they all, at the end of the day? That's one of the big points of it. Some will call it tactics.
Rannick suffers from the fact that he can't ever see the bigger picture. He really shouldn't be an admiral.
Yeah, he should be like a commander of a singular ship or something.
All ships open fire.
Yeah, that thing was me. Oh god.
Shepard Commander, the Creator fleet is firing upon this vessel. Without barriers, this ship will be destroyed. We must evacuate.
We need to get to the escape pods.
Geth transmit intelligences via remote signal. We do not use escape pods.
Suggestions?
Geth fighters are docked in a portside fighter bay. We can turn a fighter to safety.
Ow. Oh, okay. How bad is this run gonna be?
Shepard to fleet. Hold fire. I repeat, hold fire.
They're not responding.
Damn it.
Shepard Commander, we have taken control of docking protocols.
We'll be right there.
Ooh. Ow. I felt that one. I've taken falls like that back when I used to do like American Ninja Warrior stuff.
Shepard Commander, we can only launch from the upper level.
Let's go. Shepard, the door.
Double time, people.
We're losing the environmental field.
Good job, Legion. Out of A.
You okay over there?
Fine. We're leaving in a Geth fighter. Transmitting rendezvous coordinates.
Does the storage compartment have adequate room, Shepard Commander?
We're fine. Go.
Just waggle the wings or something so I know which one is you.
Just wiggle the wings or something? There's no wings on this thing, Joker.
They fired on the Dreadnought while you were on board?
They were supposed to pull their fleet out safely. Instead...
I know. Admiral Garrel's been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand their desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
We haven't lost Earth yet.
We need help, Shepard. We need a fleet. And the Quarians have the biggest one out there.
I'll get it, Admiral.
If anyone can
Your
do it, it's Shep.
unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard? And Talizora?
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military, you understand that.
We did just ensure the denial of the biggest, beefiest fucking Geth ship out there.
This might have helped you if you had turned the Geth back against the Reapers.
Yeah.
I understand that you wasted your chance to withdraw safely.
The Dreadnought was a perfect target.
This is exactly the kind of short-sighted, bloodthirsty behavior I was worried about.
If you could retake Earth with a little friendly fire, you'd do it in a heartbeat.
You're lucky I need your ships, Admiral.
I've got to get back to the Heavy Fleet. Ron, we'll talk later.
Boshtet. You must understand.
I just know that means
The
bitch.
Geth inflicted
Yeah.
heavy
Or
casualties
bastard.
before you disabled the Reaper
Take
signal.
your pick.
You said they have a planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Chorus sacrificed his own ship to destroy it. He crash-landed on the home world.
The Normandy can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Shepard, Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
What the hell is this?
Wait. Everybody calm down. Its name is Legion. It helped me destroy the Collectors. The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnought. We freed him.
We freed it.
This is a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
Legion helped me in the fight against the Collectors.
So did your pistol. Should I worry about its feelings as well?
I don't think you want to continue this line of thought, Admiral. Legion is my friend. More importantly, it's our best source of information on the Geth.
The scientific benefits
are off the table.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
This is a false assumption. You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Rannoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades?
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Kila, I need to warn the fleet. Then, coordinate with Garrel. Move!
We need to take out the Reaper base. Where's it located?
Unknown.
Find it.
Understood. We do know the location of a server from which Geth fighter squadrons are controlled. The squadrons are targeting Creator life ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks.
Poor choice to use my pistol as the option here because, sniper rifle, Chon? I mean, come on. Anyway, let's see how our war score is looking right now. Unchanged. Okay, so we're not quite done with all the heavy work here.
The Geth recovered faster than we'd hoped. If it hadn't warned us, they could have wiped us out.
Sounds like you owe Legion an apology.
However advanced your friend is, it's still a Geth.
A Geth who just saved your fleet.
And I wish I could have known it better. But right now, we cannot afford trust. What do you need?
Alright, nothing new.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
Stress call.
Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Kodesh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this? We have
another one. Legion!
Holy
Shepard
exhausted
Commander,
dialogue.
You opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our platform.
She's done enough already.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
Your existence continues to be noted.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships?
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Rannoch. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No, Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
Cool.
Back on the Dreadnought, you mentioned Geth heretics. What exactly happened to them after we blew up that satellite?
Your decision was sound. Deleting the heretics resulted in fewer Geth allied with the old machines.
There we go.
So you don't regret killing them?
It was logical. If we had not deleted the heretics, we would face an increased number of hostile Geth platforms. Death holds different consequences for synthetics than organics. Do you harbor regrets about deleting the heretics?
Maybe decisions like deleting heretic Geth were what turned your kind against organics in the first place.
We do not condemn it. Action was necessary. It was why we sought your advice.
Yeah, fair enough. They're very logical.
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
The Geth were building a megastructure to house all Geth, store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it?
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing. We did not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships?
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to... If the live ships are...
So we destroy them?
No.
All right.
Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator death.
The Geth have fought the... And the...
Yeah.
And this is the new one.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
Yes. Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own intelligence dimmed. The Creator's attack narrowed the Geth's perspective. Self-preservation took precedence.
You were afraid you'd be wiped out.
We do not experience fear as you would, but we have no desire to be exterminated.
Even if the Reapers cost the Geth free will?
That is evidently an acceptable trade.
And he's got us there. Yeah, no, so the Quarians literally picked the worst time to attack. We were this close to a peaceful resolution, potentially.
Yep.
What did you do after you left?
So the worst timing in the
Our
franchise.
physical platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice.
That must have been nice. God damn. I bet that hurt Shepard to his very soul. Right there. Considering how much of the franchise is Shepard being like, hey, this thing's about to happen and I have proof, and people being like, no, la 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 la, I'm not listening. Yeah, it's literally, goddamn.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
Alright. See if Tali has anything new to say.
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
Talk to you later, Tali.
Sure.
Hot damn, boys. What a start to the whole Quarian arc, huh?
Allies, but it's tough to only fight Geth when the Reapers have taken out the galaxy.
Without the fleet, we lose our supply lines. Lose your supply lines, you lose the war every time.
Yeah, Campbell's got a point.
Commander, we've got reports of trouble at a Turian fuel depot on Scion. I've updated the galaxy map.
Oof.
I've added the Quarian fleet's combat data to ours. They've got amazing technical coverage. They might even have the Solarians beat for strategic processing capability. Commander?
Alrighty then. Let's see if the old jokester has a new quip for us.
Man, those Quarian admirals are intimidating. And if you get nervous, you can't even imagine them naked because, like, who knows? It's a tentacle monster under there? What is that? What's under there?
Got it. That's got to be a dig at the fans, right? I don't know.
Commander, Dr. Chuck was sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the med bay.
All right. Wait. Hold on, boys. Hold on.
Oh, your fish.
There we go. They thought they could distract me from my fish with the doctor. Hold on, I need some strength.
Kyle, I want to send you a picture, and
all right.
I think they accidentally made the cuntiest space marine ever.
Oh, what did he do?
Just imposing him.
Chocos.
Like here.
Yeah, send me the picture.
Remember our agreement? We'd open a bottle of cerise ice brandy every year, and it's my turn to buy.
But it hasn't been a year yet.
Yes, well, something tells me we won't have the chance a few months from now, so indulge my impatience.
Save it for our victory, or let's drink. I'll indulge your impatience, Doctor.
You grab the glasses. I'll open the bottle.
Sent. He's walking forward, kind of sticking his hip out
Jacqueline
and going for the
Substance
sword.
Zero. Sorry, but it's ma'am to me. I'd like to keep my Admiral Winky. Oh, Shepard. You know, I just realized. You've never called me by my first name.
Well, neither of you.
And I never will. You are Commander Shepard, hero of the Citadel, conqueror of the Collectors, savior of the galaxy. Using your first name just disrespects everyone you're fighting for, alive or gone.
That makes no sense.
Consider it a lady's prerogative, then. Come, let's have a toast.
To a woman I'm proud to call my friend. I'm lucky to have you with me, Karen.
And to you, dear friend. It is my great honor to share this journey with you. Commander Shepard. And good fortune to us all. I've learned my lesson this time. Even a Krogan couldn't match you drink for drink.
And yet I have found a way to get blackout drunk in most Mass Effects, despite that. Alright, so Avery, my boy Eric here is painting Space Marines for the tabletop game Warhammer 40k.
I'm building them right now, but yeah.
He's building them. And I'm going to take a look at that image there in a second here, but if it's funny enough, I might drag it onto the screen for all the chat to judge you.
Yeah, no, go ahead. There's nothing like... Yeah, it's not like the best picture ever, but like... Yeah,
Too bad you weren't
it's...
here earlier, Tally. You just
He's got like the handsome Squidward head, and he's like sticking his hip out and doing this like sassy walk.
Shepard's on a roll. I figure if we can pull that off, we've got a shot at sorting the Geth out.
I don't know. The genophage didn't carry rifles and fight back.
No, but there was a scary bit with the mother of all Thresher Maws.
The what?
Long story. Nobody'll believe it anyway.
With you, Garrus, I'd believe just about anything.
No? We should play poker sometime. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Now, believe it or not, this damn gun still needs calibrating.
Yeah, oh, Gare Bear, never change. Oh, you play orcs? Yo, Avery, nice. Do you shout wah when you do the wah? These are the important questions.
Shepard, you just knew the Geth would figure into this war somehow.
Because Reapers weren't enough.
Still, it's good to have Tally here. This is as much her fight as ours.
Any word from Palaven?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
You hear anything from your family?
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palaven or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both?
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
You know what you're doing, Garrus. Trust me, everyone can see that.
Maybe. But you spend so much time on the outside trying to get in, and when you do, it's not what I expected.
How so?
All the questions, and every one of them with a million lives riding on the answer.
You do the best you can with what you know. It's no different than your days at CSEC.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done?
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
Oh. If we reduce this war to arithmetic, we're no better than Reapers.
A nice sentiment. Let's hope we can live by it.
Damn. I know we were just getting into a conversation there, and then we had like a very, very big conversation with Garrus there. Damn. And yes, Avery, you're absolutely right. If you don't yell "wah" when you're playing orcs at the table and you do the wah, that's it. You're
Joker,
done.
really? I have
It
work
is
to do.
illegal. Yeah.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then
You'll
look it
actually
up on
be
the
arrested.
extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask a friendly Asari.
I'm not telling you if my hair tentacles move.
Fine. Deny me the answer I've been seeking for years. With this war on, we could die at any second, you know?
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask a friendly Asari.
I'm not telling you if my hair tentacles move.
Deny me the answer I've been seeking.
Okay, chat, do we? I mean, we should support Liara. That's what my gut instinct
Joker,
is to
really?
do.
I have work to do.
But now I want to know if the hair tentacles move too.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there.
And you know if we support Joker, Liara's gonna tell us.
I'm not telling you if
Because
my
she's
hair
got it
tentacles
so
move.
bad for Shep.
Deny me the answer I've been seeking for years.
Wah in Spanish
With this war
is
on, we
wah.
could die at any second, you know?
Ah, wait,
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find
All right,
there.
chat, we're not
It's more
taking a
reliable
poll.
to ask a
Just
friendly
the first
I'm not
response
telling
I
you if
get.
my
Are we
hair
supporting Liara or
tentacles
Joker?
Fine. Deny me the
Place
answer
your
I've been
bets
seeking for years.
and see if you're first.
With this war on, we could die at any second, you know?
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask a friendly Asari.
I'm not telling you if my hair
The unfortunate
tentacles
truth is
move.
with this delay, I might make a decision before the first thing even pops up here.
With this war on, we could die at any second,
Oh,
you know?
there you go. Dan's
Joker,
spoken.
really?
You know he's gonna keep bothering you until you tell him.
They're semi-flexible cartilage-based scalp crests that grow into shape, and they don't flop around.
Yes. Thanks, Liara. I gotta tell Vig I was right.
Well, at least he's making friends.
Well, at least he's making friends. Yeah.
They're like ears. They're like ears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cartilage.
Semi-flexible cartilage.
Yeah, semi-flexible cartilage base. So they're just ears. So they hold their position. They don't flop around. That explains it. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Now we know.
The private messages terminal has new correspondence.
You see, Dan, this is why you're the man. You've got the read. And come on, Avery, she already knew all the naughty things Shepard was looking up online. Come on, there's no way she didn't know. Yeah, no, well, here's the thing. Liara hasn't turned us into HR yet. There is still a chance. But with this, fellas...
At your private terminal. Come on.
Ooh, okay, never mind. Hold on. I was about to call it, but we have emails to read. From Malon Heflorn. Commander Shepard, I've just heard the news that you cured the genophage, and that some of the females from my experiments were involved. Oh yeah. No, it's Malon. Oh my god, I remember him. Okay. I can't tell you how good this makes me feel. There hasn't been an hour I've not thought about what happened on Tuchanka and wondered if I did the right thing. This news validates all the pain my experiments caused. I hope one day to meet the females again and ask for their forgiveness. After you've convinced Dr. Solus to spare me, I took his advice and opened a clinic on Omega. I thought it would help make amends for whatever suffering I caused. I had to leave when word got out that Clan Werlock they'd put a bounty on my head for failing to deliver a cure. Maybe now they'll leave me alone. I guess this is the second time you've saved my life, Commander. That's gonna be my go-to Solarian voice. It's the best I can do, everybody.
Steve.
I'm glad he was trying to make amends. That's cool. Important from Miranda Lawson. Oh, the side chick is here. Let's see. I need to tell you this. Shepard, I have something important to tell you. I need to do this in person. Can you meet me in the comments?
That one ate it, Kyle. I'm sorry.
I can't fucking do it. I can't fucking do it.
That one ate it. Yeah.
They'll send the nav point, no vids this time. Yo, we'll actually potentially get to see her face to face, guys. Ain't that some shit? Long distance relationships, ain't they a bitch? Alright, everybody, but seriously, jet lag has got me on, like, the low end right now. And probably all the rocket vodkas I drank are not helping.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna put in a save now. I'm actually gonna put in 2 because you know me, I'm paranoid.
Oh, hey, before you go, chat wanted to see my cunty Space Marine.
Oh, this is true. This is true. Alright. So we are going to, there we go. Exit back to this menu because it plays nicer with alt-tabbing. There we go. And let's take a look at this cunty Space Marine, shall we?
Like I said, it's just like the angle of the walk, the handsome
Boom.
Squidward face.
All right. Okay. There we go. Let's make this nice and big for everyone playing along at home. So there's the handsome Squidward face. Oh my god. Oh my god. He has got the sassiest walk. Bro.
Like he's serving, right? Like he's serving the Emperor, but he's also serving.
Oh yeah, he's serving. Dude, what is this? RuPaul's fucking Black Templar? God damn. I like it. He has got some sass and some attitude. Look at this motherfucker. Oh, he's aura farming. He came in to fucking the aura farm with some serious energy there. All right, I like it. What do you think, chat? Very good, very good. Avery and Dan, it's very important that they got to see the work too. I think it's very important.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Seriously, it's been a blast. I'm so glad I was able to bring it back this week. I hope to see you all as we pick this back up on the next stream next week. All right, but with that, this is Kyle again. Thank you so much for joining me as we finally got to bring Tally back into the fold. We finally got to move in with the Quarians and their terrible, truly terrible decision making. And of course, now we get to have Legion. Let's see, Avery real quick says, wow, I thought Black Templars only knew how to be miserable. Honestly? Yeah, seriously, what the heck are you doing, Eric? You did this on purpose.
Well, unironically, pink and magenta are on my palette when I paint these guys.
Look, all I know is I'm not allowed to play Eldar right now because Pride Month is over. Hey, sorry everybody.
No.
I saw that meme one time, and it's lived rent-free in my head ever since because they're all space twinks and lesbians is what I've been told. I don't know if I agree with that, but they got the look. Anyway.
This is my third army, chat. This is my third army, but my second Space Marine one. But yeah, so. Anyways.
All right, chat. It was a pleasure to see you all. Thank you so much for joining us. Dan the man, Avery, Gort. You guys just make this so much more fun for me. Anyway, I will see you all next time, hopefully. take it easy, and of course, I should